So why did you feel compelled to tweet about this?
Well, I got several email notes and social media, Twitter feeds, and other kinds of things from some of the WVU alums that just expressed the fact that some of what they were reading seemed a little over the top, almost racist, and I just felt as an institution we need to make sure as new members of the Big 12 Conference that folks know that we value West Virginia being in there. We have a very what do you want to call it, a friendly fan base. We love great rivalries and sports, but on the trash talking needs to sort of be at a family level, and I think some of this just went overboard. So we just wanted to make sure we were publicly saying this is not Kansas State, this is not 99% of our fan base, and we want the WVU fans to feel welcome in our conference and hopefully develop a great rivalry between Kansas State and West Virginia.
Kirk Schulz is with us. He's the president of Kansas State. And, Mr. President, we feel for you because we have a lot of that in West Virginia, where we have a small percentage of the fan base that behaves in such a way that's embarrassing to all of us, and probably every big institution that has passionate fans has to deal with that.
Yeah, I would say that generally speaking, when people come to Manhattan, Kansas, they come away saying, hey, what a great atmosphere. You got a courteous fan base, passionate. People are excited about their team. But, you know, we want people, for example, when they come to Manhattan from any other school to watch a great athletic contest, but, you know, go out in the community, have a great time, high-five with their friends at a bar, you know, depending on how the game went, and just really enjoy the Big 12 atmosphere. And so I think I'm a Virginia Tech graduate. I'm well familiar with WVU and Morgantown and the great scene you all have there. And we just want all the Kansas State fans, when they come this weekend for a great ball game, just to have a terrific time, come back to Kansas and say, man, what a wonderful addition to the Big 12. This is really a great fit.
Mr. President, and maybe you heard, and again, a lot of big institutions have these issues. West Virginia has tried to deal with it this year through its athletic department, through its president, through an ambassadors group, through media, to say to visiting teams, welcome to West Virginia, enjoy the hospitality, here's a beer, here's a Coke, here's a pepperoni roll, enjoy your visit, and travel safely. And it was a big success when Baylor came here for the first Big 12 game, and I know that the ambassadors and people just acting unofficially as ambassadors are going to try to do the same thing with Kansas State. Hey, welcome to Morgantown, let's show you a good time, let's enjoy the game. And that's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. And when next year when you guys come here, you know, we're going to be trying to do exactly the same thing. And I think we're two very similar institutions, actually. We're both land-grant institutions with strong engineering and ag programs and things like that. And I think actually the fans are going to see a lot of similarities between the two schools, not just athletically but academically. And so we just want to make sure that, especially through that first season, I want your fan boards and all that kind of stuff to be going, hey, this Big 12 is great for our program, it's great for us, and we like the schools that are really going to be our rivals in the future. So we're looking forward to a great game on Saturday. It's two highly ranked teams. It's going to be a marquee matchup on TV. It's great for the conference, and we appreciate the excitement that WVU football particularly has brought to the Big 12 this year. It's really been awesome.
Kirk Schulz is with us. He's the president of Kansas State University. He tweeted yesterday, K-State is proud to have West Virginia as a member of the Big 12. Postings on Go Email, EMAW, are not representative of K-State. And again, I think that's just like a fan board that's out there. And I went to it yesterday. Mr. President, I follow the media pretty closely. I don't read a lot of sports blogs. I just, I moved out of my parents' basement some years ago, so I don't spend a lot of time doing that. But, I mean, some of the stuff, and I looked at some of the stuff was disparaging and idiotic, and I just thought, well, that's just, I don't know, that's a sport. I don't take it seriously. I think most West Virginia fans understand that. The video that was out there you may have seen, that's rankled some West Virginians. But again, the K-State mask, which I don't think is affiliated with K-State, maybe there's some students involved, but they do it for every opponent. So I just took that as kind of good-natured fun, quite frankly.
Well, and as long as most folks out there take all of this stuff as good-natured fun, that's fine. And sometimes after you've been playing somebody in sports for 10 years, this stuff comes out and everybody kind of laughs at it and they just walk away. But I think when it's a new set of schools that are playing each other, some of that kind of stuff. People just don't know the culture of the schools that they're playing or their fan bases, and I think it's sort of like a dating relationship, man. You want to start it off right from the beginning, and I think that's really the key thing. I don't follow a lot of those message boards because if you're a president or athletic director or coach, you never sleep. But I think sometimes that stuff kind of rises to the top. The mask videos are, again, not affiliated with the university in any official way. We don't promote them. We don't try and do anything with them. We do have some great, more official type of message boards, and we've got some independent ones that probably are the types of things that most fans are used to seeing. And, I'm a firm believer people can post whatever they want to. It's a free country.
Right.
But we just want people to realize if they go read that stuff and go, I can't believe the university's condoning this. Well, we're not. And we just want to make that abundantly clear.
Mr. President, finally, I thought you made a great point earlier, and that is, and I've talked about this before, about like institutions in the Big 12. And when you think about West Virginia and Kansas State, land-grant institutions, largely rural states, that you're like us, we're like you. There's a lot of like here. We're not. It's not like West Virginia and Rutgers or West Virginia and Michigan. There are more similarities than there are differences. Rivalries are great, but actually we're kind of two peas in a pod here, to be honest.
Absolutely, and we've got several other great land-grant institutions in the Big 12, Iowa State University, Oklahoma State University, Kansas State, and I think your fans are going to find when they go to those schools that actually it's located in a different state, but the students and the faculty and the staff and the fans are going to feel very, very similar. So that was one of the reasons we thought athletically WVU was a great fit for the Big 12, but we thought academically it was also a great fit with a lot of the traditional schools that have been part of our conference for a long, long time. So we're looking forward to a great game on Saturday, developing some great rivalries. As you all know, Coach Huggins was at K-State for a little bit of time, and I know our fans are looking forward to having him back in our Bramblage Coliseum as an opposing coach, and I think that's going to be kind of a fun time for all as well. So we're just glad to have you guys and look forward to some great athletic contests.
K-State President Kirk Schulz, we appreciate you having her back. Look forward to you guys coming in. Look forward to a great game. Want to send you back with a loss, but want to have a good game, good rivalry, great crowd, great atmosphere, and appreciate you and your university. Look forward to having you in here.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for the time this morning.
Good to talk to you.